Students are too focused on their studies, on getting the masters, writing the master's thesis, getting a good grade, and they don't see the big picture, which is normal. You know, we were all students and we were the same.
What we ask students to do, of course, is to read a lot of stuff and reproduce that stuff. And then you get a mark. And we're so focused on the end result and not on the process. And that made me think, we are educating our students, and it's probably also our students at secondary school and primary school in the wrong way.
You never get the opportunity to see what can I do, except for reading another article and writing another essay. But what can I do in another context? What can I do with other people than fellow students?
We've got these days a lot of big, large societal issues, and I believe you can't solve them on your own. And I really think that through education, you can give the students the experience how to contribute to solve those issues.
The university can become kind of like a lab in society in which societal actors come together and work to find solutions for present day's complex problems.
But when the university is still in a bubble, they really have a hard time to connect with the outside world.
So we need to reinvent the way we educate. We need to reinvent the way we are organized. We need to reinvent the way we work together with societal stakeholders. And for change to happen, I think you need some kind of instigator. And impact at the core is one of those instigators.
We would like to create impact for the teachers, impact for students and for society. For teachers, for example, if they could become aware of the different roles that they can take as co-learners, as empathetic provocators from time to time, as facilitators, not only the traditional roles, and for students being proactive, being actively involved in their own learning process.
I don't think that it is our role of Impact at the Core to give all the answers on what impact-driven education is or isn't, but it is our responsibility to facilitate an open conversation about the different meanings of impact-driven educations. And that's what we're trying to do. We try to centralize that conversation to one place where everybody can come and share their different ideas and meanings around it. And then as a university, proceed and go forward with the way we conceptualize and operationalize it.
We didn't know how to organize impact-driven education when we started this program. So we just started a couple of projects to find out what works in which context. So we developed a design module with external stakeholders, giving design assignments. And students had to work together in a team on such a design assignment.
And what happens is that students are confronted with a certain dilemma, a tension, a question, a problem, something that is happening in society, and students have to do something with that. So they have to peel off the different layers, they have to understand what is the underlying question, what is the underlying tension, and then they have to use different methods to come up with ways out of that tension.
So it's not solution driven in the sense that we come up with a solution to a specific problem, but we're also thinking in some way about a sustainability in our ideas. It's a continuous back and forth between us, the students, and the stakeholders outside of the university that are within the society that we actually want to impact.
Students really learn how to make an impact when they are confronted with real societal challenges, with real stakeholders that really feels an urgency to do something with an issue they are confronted with.
In the past, and often still in the present, the teacher can still teach if there's no student present in the classroom. I think with impact-driven education, if the student isn't present, the teacher cannot teach or do his job.
So basically we say to the students, you are the directors of your design path. The only thing they can actually ask from us is a coaching role.
Because maybe the situation doesn't require an expert for the student to go forward. Maybe the student needs coaching on personal growth or dealing with insecurity or navigating complexity.
We might tend to neglect the attitude development part, which is closely related to this self-awareness, mindset issues, and the impact that you would like to create?
I don't think in impact-driven education it's necessarily the idea that the students have a tangible, real impact on society with their course. Our objective is more to contribute to the student agency or the impact capacity.
Which is the skills that we equip our students with and the mindset that we equip them with to become the new problem solvers of the future.
What I hope personally is that when students come out of university, they have a much better idea of who they are in society, what they can contribute and how they can contribute, and that they see places where they can make that contributions.
And that they're a little bit humble, which is very contrary to the Erasmus University strategic goals, which are all about personal development and personal growth.
It's a focus on the individual student who should become a world leader, and it's not change the world for the better. And that's not compatible with creating positive societal impact.
And I do think that all the education we provide should be also about challenging the current system that we live in and make it into a better one. Then you have impact.